So I've always had a list saved for the um, like a wish list for filming. What do you call it? For filming gear for YouTube, which is when. And so I went yesterday to get them on Amazon, to search them on Amazon, and so which was, I always had this one that we saw in a Kili video, and I was like, oh, this is like the perfect gear combination, most especially for filming with an iPhone. By the time, the challenge is we couldn't even find it. Obviously, buying it on Amazon was not even an option at the time. But we couldn't find it on the internet. But so I then found this alternative one. I was like, okay, slightly decent. We'll kind of see if we can find this when the time comes. And so yesterday, I then decided to check for this on Amazon. It was first time on Amazon, so it wasn't easy to find because clicking on the link that came up on Google, it said unavailable. And they don't know when to be in stock. By the time I didn't realize that, with Amazon, it's not Amazon saying that they don't have this in the Amazon market. It's Amazon saying that this buyer, this seller that put on this particular showcase, it's no longer available. And so I eventually found out by clicking on some recommendation on the screen that I just saw, and I clicked on it, and it just showed a different page, the same item from a different page, but the unavailable thing was not there, and I was like, oh, exciting. But yeah, that's just the cage, the rib cage. That's the the rig cage on the phone. This already is the cage that has, where you can connect things to. Yeah. That way you're not connecting the iPhone to a big cage. At the same time, you're not connecting the mic and light to the tripod. It's like you're connecting it to the phone, and the tripod is just to hold the phone. So I clicked that. They now recommend it as a bundle, which is the bundle is the cage with a tripod and then a light. So I was like, okay, let me just get that. Anyway, so I got that. So officially have gotten this, but not this mic, a much more advanced one, the exact same one that YouTubers like Ben Haslat and FaceDrug are using. That's that popular big fat Rode mic that's usually on top. That is Rode mic like this, but it's fat. It's Video Mic Pro Plus. They call it Pro Plus. This one's a Video Mic Go. So got that as well. Like that one is like fucking $300, just the mic. The cage is like fucking, I don't even remember. And the tripod. So the tripod that came with the bundle is what I was buying. Do you understand what the bundle means? So they were like, oh, you want to buy this cage? We sell, there's this version for $100 and something. You can get the cage with a mic and tripod. And I'm like, okay, let me get that. Because it's not just the cage I want. But these things never come together. They always come separately. So they are kind of getting a discount for buying it with light and tripod. But it was not this exact tripod. This type, but not this brand. While I was still on Amazon, I then saw this brand. But it says doesn't ship, that one doesn't ship to Nigeria. Then I was like, oh, okay, so that's another thing again. So not all of them, not all the products ship to everywhere. I was like, oh, well, thankfully, these ones do ship to Nigeria. And so I got the mic, then I got the light as well. The light that I've been dating. Then there's the accessories needed to connect iPhone to that mic. And so I bought those accessories. There's two. There's this and there's this. So, and interestingly, I got the information on what I need to get to connect I made the decision on all the products from with ChatGPT, the products that I had not already made decision on. Like the cage, I don't need ChatGPT. That was like the accessory I wanted to get. But when it came to now, like the microphone now, to finalize on the microphone, I had to watch a ton of videos. That probably took like 1 hour plus to decide on the microphone. And so from watching videos, including Japan videos that I had to get ChatGPT to translate by going to that audio ChatGPT, putting it to the laptop and allow the guy to finish his entire video, then tell this guy to translate it to English, GPT. So so that was also when I then researched to find out like what will I need to connect it, because I know that all those things have, the mic is for cameras, and I intend to do this with an iPhone, and I'm buying camera things, the top camera gear, but for iPhone. Like I intend to use them on iPhone, so it was going to be important to make sure that as I'm buying, if there's anything I need to know with regards to how to connect them with the phone, I'm also buying them, so they don't arrive and I'm like, oh, it cannot connect. Oh, then aim is defeated. So that's how GPT then gave me this and that, those two things as what I need to get. So interestingly, when I went online to look for what the things are, and I found them, and it's exactly what you see here. Look at the white one, and then look at the red one. And I was not going off of what was here. It's me asking GPT, that Rode Video Mic Pro Plus that I'm getting, how can I connect it? How do I connect it to iPhone? Then it mentioned this. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, you place the right down there.
Yes.
Place the right down there.
Yes.
Yes, I'm here. I'm at it.
258. All right, I'm coming. Out alone. So I was like, oh, this is very interesting, because I was going off of, I had concluded on the microphone. I know this one, we've had it before, and it's cool. But I was like, and it's obviously more affordable. But I was really considering getting industry standard. You understand? Because also I know that mic to sound well when we edit videos for creators and we hear the sound. It's like, oh, sounds. So I'm like, as long as, my only concern was, is it compatible with iPhone? And that was what the research was. And then that was my primary concern. The other concern was like, is there a significant difference between this one properly? And so watching videos of audio test, and I could just hear the jump in, like it's not even comparable. And I was like, okay, definitely. So when I got that now, I'm not looking at this anymore. I'm now like, okay, how do I connect it to an iPhone? I'm not, oh, what did they use to connect it here? You understand? And so seeing that, I was like, oh, this is very interesting. It's exactly what is there. The two things, I can see the connection happening here. Just once again, exciting to know that that's industry standard. But in this case, in comparison to this mic, is I'm even using industry standard for the top creators, because it's not a top creator, and so they are kind of on a budget. So to get the top creator mic, knowing how much I want sound to be good, I don't want to compromise on sound, because we already have too many disadvantages. We need as much advantage as we can get, and these are never advantages. They are just even leveling playing field. So you need to level the playing field as much as possible when you are playing with so much disadvantage. And so sound and visuals, which is where the other thing item now came into play, the light. So I got the lights as well. Okay, now how is all this? Anyways, I got lights as well. Super expensive. Together, everything is. Together, everything is about. It's a lot of money. It's $1,250. Now, not in the plan to spend that kind of money. I was not planning to spend that kind of money. But as soon as I thought, wait, Amazon, could these things be shipped to Nigeria in reasonable time? Then I came and found out that, oh, it takes like a month to ship. But they have an option to ship in like November 8th, so 1 week plus.
Really? That's like
All of these things are coming there exactly like Jumia. So when I found that option, I was like, oh, thank God they now have that option where you pay extra. It costs extra. You know, probably an extra fucking $300 or some shit, which is like 300,000 naira. But I was like, oh, sure, like sign me up. Because what that then means is that with this successful transaction, we can then buy any of the thing, including like stuff like this one, if you have the money for it. Like the only thing then separating us from the American market is now the cost, no longer the long time it will take to deliver. And that's like such a huge progress for us in our whole game of trying to create America in Nigeria, because it means that when it comes to even products, we have access to them. If you don't have the money, then that has nothing to do with your location. That's you not having the money. But now money becomes the only barrier, which I've always said. My goal is always to make money the only barrier, work hard enough to have money and know that there's no barrier. That's why the visa thing is a big, task. Like when I was talking with Kat the other time, and she was like, oh, I probably did say, it's like, oh, if money was not a concern, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's funny, but money is not my concern for anything when it comes to travel. It's the restrictions. Remove the restrictions and I'm fine with whatever cost you put. I will work hard enough to find it. Money is not the problem. It's when you realize that money is not the problem, that's when you know as like what the word truly is. Access is the concern. Access is what I'm looking for. So now I have access to the American market, speed as well. Sometimes you get access, but there's no speed. So there's been access to the American market, but so much in between stress and slow speed. But now there is access and there is speed, because like this is 1 week, for just a couple extra $100. So I decided to get that. And now some of them I could have gotten in Nigeria, like the Rode mic and the lights. They're available in Nigeria. This cage is not even available anywhere. Amazon is like the only place it is. Also, another thing that changed is that I now have iPhone 13 Pro Max. When we discovered this, it was iPhone 11, and this was primarily iPhone 13 Pro Max. So, I could get the light and I could get the mic from Nigeria, but I wanted to ensure that when it came to this gear, which is like the biggest investment, this is YouTube investment. Those ones are investment in video. This is investment in the brand, the channel, the future. Like in hello. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to add extra payment for you. I got held up here in a meeting, and I'm going to wrap up and join you like in a few minutes. I'll add an extra payment for the delay. I'm really sorry. So I wanted to ensure that investment is worthwhile by making sure that I get everything authentically. You understand? Yeah. So one is product authenticity, to make sure that the product is authentic. Like there's no story. I'm getting it from Amazon. They're shipping it from abroad. Like, let's go. Like that's where most YouTubers who want to get this mic will do. Yeah. They'll go on Amazon, this exact thing, they'll click on it, then they'll click ship. So you understand? When they want to get this light, they'll go on their computer, just like I did, go on Amazon. This exact thing they're shipping. You understand? That authenticity, I would pay fucking extra $100 for that, let alone not pay extra. It's pretty, you understand? That's one. Two, also, I was shopping with my credit card, which obviously affects the money there, which is a different story. But also meant that I'm not going to be affecting my normal Naira account, leaving room for other things outside of it. So the way I saw it to me is that this whole expensive we've talked about in the last couple weeks is that all the camera gear related one was handled by my credit card, and these other ones for the videos and all those ones can happen separately, and this one is like special. Everything. That's why I made sure that I spent the night, which then led to more hours making sure I'm finding everything needed, and I'm getting all of them at once. Before going to look at the total, I wanted to gather everything, you understand, and then now decide, okay, yes, now, like just as of right now, with the iPhone 13 Pro Max here, where everything is arriving to be able to film industry standard. The only difference is that we're using an iPhone 13 and not a Sony A7S. Understandably so, because the Sony A7S was with the lens, that exact D lens and stuff. I already have it in my wish list. It's $4,600 and something, which is 5.6 million. So like obviously not. But also the iPhone 13 has become industry standard to film with iPhone 13, iPhone 14, iPhone 15, iPhones basically as they go, starting from, you understand? So it's still industry standard. But the accessories is completely industry standard. The Godox is Ben once told me that he uses, the Rode is what all of them use. The rib cage, we've seen that for the iPhone industry filming. The rib cage comes in very handy. This is for the connection. The lights is this, and so like literally, I felt so I didn't even know how to feel. First, the experience of officially shopping on Amazon for the first time. Now spending that kind of money and having the confidence to go ahead and spend it, knowing that like treating it like smalls. It's like unplanned but smalls. But so B2B, it's the first time I'm able to ever in my journey, 10 years journey, have an equipment necessity and buy all of them. You understand? And not compromise on quality, compromise on, oh, maybe let me not use this one. Let me not buy this one, then I'll do without it. Or let me buy this one because it's cheaper. No, it's like a recommended industry standard set of gears. I'm able to buy it, but also buy it from the industry standard market, which is Amazon. You understand? So, which brings me to the second reason why I also didn't get that one was one, like I said, authenticity. Two, to just as we do with content, consuming American content, to stay and give our brain our psychology, give our brain all the psychological connection it can to the American culture and pattern and internet culture. Part of it is the marketplace. Just like in location, we reside in a place that allows us to feel America. We watch things that allow us to feel America. So now we shop in a place that allows us to feel America. So that's part of the reason I wanted that. And when I think of the YouTube and I look at those gear, I know that this shit is from America. You understand? This is really part of the culture. It's not like, you understand? So that just aids in feeling more and more. It's like wearing Jordans instead of just wearing normal shoes as we do. You understand? So as to be truly a part of the culture and just get into that culture, and slowly, your mind continues to genuinely feel that way. And when your mind genuinely feels that way, that's how you perceive the world. And when you perceive the world like that, you are then able to, exhume that energy to people who are watching you. Like when you create content, people can feel a sense of, I know you, a relatability. I think you understand. Because you are drenching yourself in the culture more and more, including the marketplace. And so this is the first of many shoppings to happen on Amazon. But in the meantime, it does not mean that all shopping is happening on Amazon. For other ones, I'm still prioritizing, the cheap version, blah, blah, because they're like shopping for a video, I just want to get it done. So coming to Amazon would be more of the things we can't find, which is good news because now we can find everything. It's like, if you try these banned Amazon items, if those items are from Amazon, this is the Amazon. It means that we can access them. It's just, can you buy them? Do your budget, which brought this one. I was like, I saw it, I didn't even check it. I saw it, I was not even looking for it, I was looking at something. Or was I looking like I wrote go-kart, then I now saw it. I'm like, this is exactly it. The difference is that you don't have the $2,000 to buy it. And this particular is not available. But like I told you, you search it, then you find other pages. But this exactly is, if you had it, that's exactly. So it has really bridged that gap. I'm being able to get this in a week plus. It's like, so exciting times ahead in that regard. It's just like even that buzzer that I'm always concerned about for videos like Guess there's the buzzer button, $20 ships to Nigeria. And I can buy this now. And then we finally have that distance. So like it's so exciting to be able to access let me put it that way, access the American market fast.
And it's not even that, it's not everything that you would want to come express.
Because it's not as if you want to, it's not like you necessarily need it now. Depending on this thing. Me, I'll probably almost buy always express, except when it seems ridiculous what is being the extra thing needed. But yeah, like even mystery buttons for like, so it bridges the gap and makes money the concern. And I've always said, I want the concern to be money. Then I walk around to make money. And not access. Or not access. Because the biggest challenge, so basically we're navigating more and more the challenge with trying to do this from Nigeria and bridging that gap. The more access opens through the internet, the more and more feasible it is to do this, even though expensive. But even if you're in the US, it's expensive anyways. And you still have your cost of living. But yes, that your cost of living is not disturbing you, it's just your cost of production. So it's it's coming. So that's that. This is arriving in like it's not exactly 2 weeks. It's like 8 plus 3, so like 11-12 days. Look at like all this cool stuff if you had the budget for it to buy. Now not only in terms of like for content, but also for personal purposes.
Clothes
Yeah,
and
just
accessories.
And then look at they recommended this. This was funny. They recommended this
What's it?
while I was looking at the go-kart. I'm like, that's the one that he used underwater for the competition. Why were they why were they recommending it exactly under that go-kart? I was accepting that's why he found it too. He was sitting down and saw it. Because I was like, wait, that's a weird connection. This was also on this thing. So yeah, so that's that. The gears on the way, and yeah, everything like it's so exciting. Like as in everything, the mic, this thing, it's just like connected, and then like and the light is so this thing. First of all, the playground light is already mad, but like now even more of that. Then for those tiny cords, I bought 2 of each because you don't want to go to the market again for that for any reason, whether as backup, whether as you just they're affordable. They are $10. I might as well just get 2 of it now. You understand? And yeah, so being able to just look like it's like it's just all about like can you pay for it, like and it's not like I don't even know, like being able to get anyways. So that's that with the Amazon thing.